How many tasks have you been putting off until the last minute? In the world today, we have multiple things we need to be doing all at one time, so it's only natural that some will slip through the cracks. Yet sometimes we put off tasks that we could have done, and then panic that we only have an hour left to complete them. Well, procrastination is a response to fear in our minds. If we perceive a task to be a threat that causes anxiety, fear, and insecurity, our body wants to avoid us getting hurt. So procrastination is a means to avoid that pain. So why do we see tasks as a threat? And how can we overcome procrastination? Well, there are many reasons that you might think that a task is a threat, even if you don't believe it. You might be doubting your beliefs that you can make a piece of work that you would be proud of, so you avoid doing the task altogether, so you don't have to go through that pain. Another reason is that finishing that task is long and boring, and you can think of 1,000 other things that you could be doing to push you along on your journey. Another is that a hard deadline limits a lot of people's creativity and thinking, so you won't be able to produce your best work under those conditions, and you'd rather do nothing than produce a bad bit of work. Yet, the more you do these things, the more ingrained procrastination becomes in your life, and the more daunting the tasks get. But I think I have a solution. I used to be a massive procrastinator, and I still am. It's something that I battle with constantly, and there are countless things that I'm putting off while writing this YouTube video. But I want to give you the harsh truth. No matter what you think of yourself, you are only as good as the work you finish. No matter what way you spin it, if you don't finish and complete anything, the world won't know your true potential. You may have great ideas and dreams in your head, but if you can't form them in completeness, then it's useless. So how can we get better at finishing work? Well, you can start by living by this saying, done is better than perfect. Everybody wants to be perfect, but it stops a lot of people doing anything and they procrastinate their lives away. So if you can complete a terrible piece of work, you can always go back and edit it, but at least you've done something. Finishing tasks is a skill that you need to learn, and the better you get at it, the less daunting big tasks become. Quantity over quality is always the best method to get over procrastination, because the more stuff you do, the more chance it has of being actually good. If you took 100 photos of your best friend, there would probably be one in there that's a lot better than the others. But if you only took one picture of your friend, yeah, it might be good, it might have been what they wanted, but you don't have any other reference to base that off, so you don't know if that picture was actually good or not. And it's the same thing with work. If you don't produce a lot of work to a finished point, then you don't actually know what completed work looks like. You might be great at starting things, but if you can't finish anything, then there's no point. And the task would just build up and build up with all these half-finished tasks lying about that you think you've done. So I want you to think about a task you've been putting off and do it. Not well, just do it. And then do it again. And after a while of finishing all of your tasks to a bad standard, you'll start improving and getting better and knowing what it's like to finish something, and then you can go back and edit and refine. And the more you do this, the less daunting tasks will become, and the more you will actually have to show people in the world. It's a lot better to end up with a bad book than no book at all. And it's the same for anything. If you're doing an essay or a creative project, if you finish it, at least you have something to show people, instead of being like, oh, it's still a work in process, even though it's been a work in process for 6 months. But anyway, I hope this has been helpful. Watch another one of my videos here, and as always, I've been Ben, also known as MX, and have a great day.